So good evening, students. First few points which I wanted to discuss before we start with today's class. One is that I have sent you the mock test which was pending over the weekend. So hope everyone has received it, seen it, and some may have already solved it. So while you are solving those tests, you have to make sure that you have to be true to yourself, because there is no proctor as such right now who is going to assess whether you are looking at the answer key or whether you are doing it without it. So you have to be true to yourself, because it will be your benefit or your loss ultimately. So just keep that in mind. So don't refer any answers anywhere, even if you feel like looking anywhere for reference. Don't refer it. So whatever score you get, just accept it, and we will see how the score can be improved. So that is what the challenge is. So even if you get a low score, you have to first accept that yes, the score is low. Now what can be done to improve it next time? So there is also an option of giving the test once more. So you can attempt the test as many number of times to improve your score. So suppose in the first attempt you scored around 80 marks or 90 marks, and in the second attempt you scored 134. So that is something which can happen. So you can try the tests as many number of times as you want. And secondly, yes, so today is 1st of June and our exam is happening on the 11th of July. So we have 41 days currently. So 41 days are there with us. So generally 41 days are more than sufficient for finishing a total crash course. That means starting from the scratch, that students don't even know how to draw a line, or they are not even aware of what is architecture. And such students generally join the crash course of say around 1 month or 1.5 months period. So for now you can assume that you are in a position that you have one full crash course to attend. So that is how you can look at it. So the duration is such that you can have one full crash course. So that is the duration which you have in your hands. So it is a sufficient duration. That means even if a fresh student joins right now, he also will be able to score good. And in your case, you already have the base ready with you. Just that you have to practice more and improve on the mistakes which happened in the first paper. So this is the timeline which I just mentioned, because we have to have our target set in our mind. We cannot have an endless or aimless class. So we'll be trying to cover all the questions which had come in the first attempt, and some of them which we hadn't covered today. So in our class in the earlier attempt. So those questions we are going to focus more on. And of course the earlier questions you already know how to attempt them, because we have solved many online tests, and we have also taken lectures on that. So the lecture part we will take lesser, and the question solving part we will take more in the remaining time what we have. Right, okay. So the remaining 4 days which you have currently in your hand, so you are expected to go to the links which we are going to send you. Then we are also going to send you the UCEED papers. So UCEED is generally a common design entrance exam. So that like those papers also you try to attempt the general aptitude questions, because as per our observation, what we have observed is that some questions, or more or less many questions, have been taken from the UCEED papers or from the SEED papers. So we shall also refer those, and we shall try to solve the questions which have come in the previous year's papers. So what we will do is that we will make a collective effort in solving previous year's NATA papers, JEE BR2 papers, SEED papers, and UCEED papers, and also looking at some new questions. So when we do all these things, there is very little chance that you will score less. So right now you should be thinking a different way. That means that so even if you have scored less in the first attempt, so you have already reached that stage. That is how you should be looking at it. So if some of you have got say 115 or 110, then you should think that yes, we are already here, now we have to go to 150. Those who are at say 75, 80, right, so they have to also think that way, that we have already reached the halfway mark. We have to go to the next 50% to reach the 150 level. So you are not starting from the scratch. So that is the outlook which you should have. So you already have basic knowledge, right? Okay, and you have qualified. Okay, so basic criteria is qualification. So that you have already done in the papers. And say overall, as I told that the first attempt was difficult and the overall scores are also low. So what will happen is the cutoffs will also come down drastically. So all these things will happen later. So that we will see once the say the second result is out. So second result of NATA, which will be declared on the 15th of July. And after that, your your future admission procedure is supposed to start. That is after your so after you attempt your NATA, then your JEE. So JEE there is no clarity as such. So they are still going to release the schedule. So we are also waiting for it eagerly, that when they announce the date of paper 2. And of course your 12th standard boards, which are very critical. So they are expected to make some decision, yes, no, or if yes, then what dates. So they are expected to make those decisions in this week. So we are all looking at it. You also will be eagerly waiting for it. So right, because once we get that timetable, then we can say find out that at what date roughly your architecture admissions can start, and then your architecture first year can start. Till then, we are not able to really tell you that when all these procedures will start. Generally, they start in the month of June itself, when the circumstances are normal. So if you look at 2 years back or 3 years back, the admission procedure used to start in the second or third week of June itself. But now, since because of this pandemic situation, everything has become very dynamic. Situation is changing on daily basis. So we don't have choice but to adjust. Right. So I will just run through say some of these seed papers. Sorry, the USEED papers. So USEED is basically undergraduate common entrance examination for design. So this is the 2021 paper, and we have the answer key also for that. So what we are going to do is we are going to share these question papers and the answer key for the benefit of all students. So what you have to do is that just go through probably the overall pattern of the test. So here also they have this MSQ category, the NAT category, and MCQ category. So this is very similar to the NATA paper, just that there is no negative marking, and here there is negative marking. So basically in NATA there is no negative marking at all. And the difference is that in this MSQ there is negative marking. So that is the only difference between these two tests. So so here actually for each wrong answer minus 0.19 marks are deducted for MSQ, and for MCQ minus 0.7. So similar situation will be there for JEE paper 2. So there you will be having negative marking. But in NATA you have to remember to attempt all the questions. Say even if you don't know the answer, you have to answer something at least. Don't leave any question blank, because there is always a chance that you can hit the edge and the ball may go for the boundary. Okay? So you shouldn't leave any chances as such. Right? So you can just go through all these papers and try to read what questions they have given. So some of the questions you will find very similar to the NATA paper. Some of them you will find similar to the ones asked in the first attempt of this year's question. So once you go through these, you will understand. Now for example, they have given different sides of the same object and asked you to count the number of surfaces. So such a question is a probability in the NATA paper. So in JEE generally such questions don't come, because that is a totally different type of exam. So JEE will be easier compared to NATA. That is what I believe. 4 views of convex solid are shown. How many surfaces does solid have? So this is how the type of questions will be asked. Or some logo related questions, or counting the number of single leaves. So such, yes.
Sir, are you sharing your screen?
Okay, so I forgot to share actually. So good that you. तो ये तो मुझे पहले ही बताना चाहिए था आपको. So much time I was talking to the screen itself. So ऐसा मत करो, आपको अगर स्क्रीन नहीं दिख रहा है तो you should tell me earlier on. Okay. Anyways, so there is this question which you can see, that if the color and size differences are not to be counted as unique, how many types of leaves occur only once? So such type of questions are asked. Or the rotation of the main figure. The earlier questions I will just show you. This solid which you see here. Counting number of sides or counting number of triangles. So very similar to the NATA questions.
Sir,
Yes.
so when will you take the practice of that 30 seconds questions?
Yes, that we will take in a later stage. So first let's see all these type of questions. So we are going to cover all types, so don't worry about it. So
Okay, sir.
yeah. So we have that in mind, we have to cover that. So this question is something to do with the COVID-19 CDC. So such questions I will be asked, which are generally based on the current events. So one or two questions can come on that. Which options can be folded to form the cube shown, like this, or something like this, or this one, that top view, front view is given, you have to identify the figure basically. So just go through all these papers, then these questions, for example, that identify correct logo. So very similar. So such question was asked in your first attempt. So if you remember, you are asked to identify the Google logo. So likewise, there will be some other logo probably. Then say arranging the buildings in a sequence. So this is a more complex question than directly say asking you to identify one building. So they may consider asking such a question instead. Then shadow as per the direction of light. Then replacing question marks given in the question. So I will share all these questions, just go through them today. So that will be one of your homework. So the plane is landing. So which is the correct position of the landing of the plane? Or say again, say select the correct logo. So two questions are asked in this. Same way we have the question bank and answer key for all the previous year's UCD papers also. So this is a big hint which we got. Now this question, for example, was asked in 2018 UCD. In 2019, they copied this question in NATA, directly copied. So they had given you same question in NATA 2019 to count the number of lines. So such is the situation. So that is why you have to solve all these UCD papers. So some questions from the previous papers may be directly copied in the second attempt also. There is a chance. Differences between two images you have to find out. Multiple select questions practice is there. Or if you open up the solid, then how the solid will be represented. Some questions related to paintings, they were also asked in the first attempt. See, similar, very similar questions. Say from the first attempt. So they seem to have made a paradigm shift in their paper setting, and we have almost cracked it, that it has to be from this. So there is no other way they can form the paper. So even if you solve all these questions, you should be able to get through from the second attempt. Get good score also, in fact. Not only get through, but get good score. Many questions were directly copied as it is. Okay. So I will be sharing this to you on the Google Classroom. So the work which you have from say Thursday onwards, tomorrow we'll be having a class. So Thursday onwards, you have to go through all these UCD papers, and we will be sending you some links also and some uh, question banks to solve from our MCQ. So all combined practice we will have to do. So we'll try to share with you all the previous year's NATA papers, all the previous year's seed papers also. We'll try to find that out. Seed papers with answer key, NATA paper with answer key as far as possible, whatever we get, and JEE paper 2 papers with answer key. So we'll try our best to get all of these, and we'll share the resources with you directly. See, very similar questions were asked. So this is the perfect time when we can start looking at these papers, because you have 41 days, as I told you. 41 days is good enough time to prepare. Right, okay. Now we'll go to the next part which we wanted to see. So some reference questions which are asked in your previous year's papers, or they can be asked this year also. So the Great Bath, for example. So that belongs to which of the following say options? So the answer is Mohenjo-daro. So you have to write down all these facts if you are not aware. Great Bath belongs to Mohenjo-daro. So just keep on noting down these facts when you are seeing this presentation, so that you will have this knowledge recorded with you. Now if you see the next question, who is the architect of Villa Savoy? So Villa Savoy, so you must be aware of the white structure which we had shown you the last time. So I will just show you that structure so that you will understand what we are talking about. This one. So this is Villa Savoy, and it is designed by Le Corbusier. So this structure. So as I told you earlier, that not all structures all students will like, because architecture is such a vast field that each student will have different liking for different types of buildings. Some of you will like curved buildings, some of you will like buildings with straight lines or slanting lines. So you will have your own choices. Some of you will like skyscrapers or something of that. So you need not compare with the likings of each and every student. So actually that variety is what makes architecture interesting. Say if all people would have started liking the same type of building, then say architecture would have lost its charm. All buildings would have started looking like boxes, and then no fun would have been there in architecture. Okay. So the architect of Villa Savoy will be Le Corbusier. D. Okay. Now can you answer these questions one by one? So we'll start with say Akanksha, because she's the first one alphabetically. So Akanksha, can you answer this? Gateway of Sanchi Stupa. What can be the probable answer?
A.
Okay, so let's check. Okay, now in Sanchi Stupa, there is a different type of arrangement, since it is a part of Buddhist architecture. So in South Indian temples, we have something called as Gopura for the entrance, but for the Buddhist type architecture, we have something called Toran, or it is called Torana. So that is the this is the entrance gate of that particular structure. So that's why Sanchi Stupa will have Torna as the answer. So just keep that in mind. Next question is for Chinmay. So can you answer this? Okay, let's see. Okay, now this is rock garden, which is in Chandigarh. So this photo is very unclear and black and white, but still these features, if you have been to that place, then you will be able to remember. But if you have not been to the place, just remember that there are rocks and place where you can actually walk here next to the tree. So अशा टाईपची स्ट्रक्चर जर दिसलं तर it is rock garden in Chandigarh. Next question is for Isha. Minimum height of the ceiling should be.
Sir, is it option A, 3 meter?
Okay, let's check what they have given. Correct. 3 meters is the ideal height. What we generally do in our local bylaws is that minimum height from floor level to floor level. That means the top of the floor on which you are standing to the top of the next floor above you. So that has to be minimum 2.89 meters. But for the standard purpose, you remember it as 3 meters. 2.89 and 3 doesn't have much difference. But that is the case which we consider generally when we are talking about local values. Next question, Mir. What is the conversion of 1 acre?
Is it A?
Yes, A is the right answer. 4046.85 square meters. So those of you who don't know this, say write it down, because this is a very important conversion. The conversions where you require. So the first place where you require conversions is when you are discussing any design with your client, because you are taught to draw in the metric units in the college. That means meters and millimeters. But when you are conversing with your client, he will understand the language of feet inches. So that is the time when so these conversion factors you should be knowing to convert meters to feet, square meter to square feet, then from acre to square meters or vice versa. So these things are very important from your point of view. Next. So all conversions you have to try and remember all this. Next question is for OV.
C, option C.
No. Option C is not correct. Just yes, floor area ratio, that is FAR. So basically you have to understand what this concept means. So first of all, what is FSI? FSI means it is floor space index. That means suppose that I have a piece of land which is say measuring 200 or 300 square meter, and I want to build on that. So how much I can build on that particular piece of land will be determined by the floor space index, which is FSI. So if the FSI is 1 and if the land area is 300 square meter, then I can construct a building of 300 square meter. If the FSI is 2, then I can construct a building twice my plot size, that is 600 square meter. So floor area ratio means for that particular floor, you compare it with your entire building. So that is floor area ratio. So how much area your floor is consuming with respect to the entire building. So that you will have to find out for that particular that building. Next. So next one is size. So मगाशी जे सायमा विचारत होती की when we will be practicing those questions for counting. So actually मागच्या ह्याच्यामध्ये मागचा जो क्रॅश कोर्स होता लास्ट टाइम. So in the last few days we had practiced certain counting number of faces or say animals or some questions like that, or finding out differences between two images. So we will take that in a further part of the course. We will go back to those explanations. So that we will cover. Okay. Now what about white pagoda? Do you have any clue?
Option B. Jagannath temple.
Okay, let's check. And what is the black pagoda? Black pagoda म्हणजे काय? व्हाईट पॅगोडाचं उत्तर बरोबर आहे, जगन्नाथ टेम्पल. बट ब्लॅक पॅगोडा इज सन टेम्पल, कोणार्क. सो दॅट इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज द ब्लॅक पॅगोडा. So just write it down if you don't know. Next question is for Sanika. What is the thickness of half brick thick wall?
Option C.
Correct, that's absolutely right. So how do we find that out? So the basic dimensions of brick are 9 inches, which is 230 mm in length. Then 115, so which is around 4.5, and the height is around 75, that is 3 inches. Now when you are considering half brick means we are cutting the brick lengthwise in the half of the length. So that is the definition of half brick. So if the total length is 9 inches, then half brick will be 4.5 inches. So that is what you have to keep in mind. So the standard dimensions of brick you have to understand, so which are 230 mm by 115 mm by 75 mm. Or in say in inches it will be 9 by 4.5 by 3. So that will be the dimensions. Okay, next question is for Saidi. Identify the building.
Option B.
Nehru Center, no. So it is the Municipal Council of Delhi. This building. B is the answer. Okay, anyways, so just remember that. Next question is for Saina. Identify the material.
Concrete tile.
Yes, absolutely right. So how did you identify that it is concrete, and why not others, granite, limestone, marble?
It seems to be hard, not brittle.
Correct. So looking at the texture, so it seems like concrete. So if it was some stone, it would have some other texture on it. So this is something very odd. Vedika. Cast iron was introduced in
18th century.
Correct. 18th century is right. Perfect. So those who didn't know, please note it down. Next question is for Akanksha.
D.
Cement, sand and concrete. Actually, none of these options should be correct, ideally speaking. 1 to 4, when we are talking about concrete, that will mean 1 part of cement, 2 parts of sand and 4 parts of aggregate. So I didn't understand really what this question, why they are asking. So maybe this option, if it was aggregate, then it would have been correct, the D option. So that is a universal say sequence which you have to understand. Okay, next, Chinmay. थोडासा पुढे येतो ना. What is seismic load? Correct. Earthquake resistant load. Perfect. So it is something to do with seismology. So that's why it is to do with earthquake. So these are various types of loads which are acting on a structure. You have to understand that. One is wind. Second is live load. Live load means furniture placed inside the room. Then the people who are occupying that particular room or that floor. Dead load means the load of the structure itself. That means the materials. Or slab. Suppose we are using steel and concrete. So that will be the dead load, counted as the dead load, or walls, for example. And earthquake resistant load is something which is going to hit the building at the ground level and or say below the ground level, and that's why the building is going to shake. So when we design a building, we have to think about all these different loads which are going to act and accordingly design its foundations, considering all these loads. So an architect actually doesn't design the structural part of it, but we must be aware because we are going to make the basic working drawings for that particular building. So we have structural engineers who actually find out the load, calculate the exact load, and accordingly they tell us that how much steel to put, how much concrete to use, which quality concrete to use, everything. Okay. Next question is for Isha. Capital of the column is.
Is it option C?
Correct, absolutely right. The upper part of the column. Next question is for Mihir. There is Sabarmati Ashram located. Any idea? You have Mihir? Mihir, are you there in the lecture?
Yes, sir.
Yes, so
Is it B?
B. Ahmedabad. Correct. Ahmedabad is right. So are you aware of the waterfront? Sabarmati waterfront development?
No, sir.
Okay, so you should so definitely have a look at it. I will just show you some images since we are at this topic. See, being an architect or being an architecture student or say to be architecture student, you should be aware of these things. So this is the riverfront development which is being done for the Sabarmati river. Okay, this is the Sabarmati river, and this is the entire development which has been done on its banks. So there are parks which are developed, there are walking plazas which are developed, cycling plazas, and people can actually spend their time over here. So it looks something like this. So it is done long time back, say 6 to 7 years back. This project was done, and this is how you can actually develop riverfronts of various cities. Now you can see people have gathered here like this, or this is the view from the base of this when we are standing here. Right. So this is what we were talking about, Sabarmati river, and ashram is different. Next question is for Ovi.
C, option C.
No, it is Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminus, which is the building, CST building, or earlier called as Victoria Terminus in Mumbai. So that is one of the UNESCO World Heritage Site. Next question, Sai. Who designed the Parliament Library?
Option A.
B.V. Doshi. So we just check the answer. It has to be Raj Rewal. So most of the buildings which are designed in Delhi, so they are either designed by Edwin Lutyens or Raj Rewal, these architects. So this is the Parliament Library, which is just behind the Parliament House. So this is the one which is designed by Raj Rewal. So you must be also aware of about the Central Vista project, which is currently construction is going on. Next question is for Sanika. Cheapest door out of the following is which one? Sanika, do you have any idea? Cheapest door.
Option C.
Correct. Flush door. Now, what is a flush door? The flush door is a door which is a solid wood board, basically, and that is directly fixed to the hinges and used as a door. So, if you are trying to make a door out of teak wood or saldor wood, then it will be very costly because you are actually going to cut the trees which are not so much abundantly available, and then you are going to sell it, and you are going to make the paneling for it, so it will be very costly as such. Aluminium will be also costlier. Flush door will be the cheapest because say it is a manufactured product, not a natural product. Next, Saili. Identify the building. Oh. सायलीलाच असे प्रश्न येतात नेमके.
Option B.
Correct. So was it a guess or you really knew it? Guess होता का माहिती होतं तुला ऑलरेडी?
Guess two.
अच्छा. ठीक आहे, but at least you tried. So this is the building which we are talking about in the United States. So this building, very few people might have seen. Yeah, this is the photo. This is the auditorium. So even if they ask
Sir,
you, yes, yes.
is it built by Frank Lloyd?
Okay, that we will check once, confirm. Architect of that building. Yes, Frank Lloyd Wright. Perfect. And it is in United States, designed by Frank Lloyd Wright. Good. Next question is for Simon. Parapet wall is Simon, do you have any idea what is a parapet wall?
Partition wall.
No. Anyone else?
D. Barrier wall on edge of road.
Roof येते. Okay, there is this F is not visible. So it is barrier wall on the edge of the roof. Perfect. Partition wall is different. If you want to divide a space into two parts, then you will use a partition wall. It can be a gypsum wall or it can be a wooden partition. Okay, so or it can be some other material. So inner wall actually doesn't have any meaning. That means any interior wall. That means curtain wall has a significance. Curtain wall means you are creating a curtain outside the building So the inner material is something different, and from outside you are providing glass or stone or say aluminum panels. So that will be called as curtain wall. And this is something which you are giving for protection, so that a person, say if he goes on the terrace of a structure, so it may be a small one or a tall one, he shouldn't say accidentally go down from there. So that's why these parapet walls are given. Next question is for Vedika. Identify the type of floor.
Concrete.
No. It seems to be. So how does it look from its appearance?
So it is looking like pavers material.
Correct. But
Paver box.
out of these, what does it look like?
Kota stone.
Bricks.
Bricks, correct. Bricks is right. Okay, if you say insert this brick in the ground, inside the ground, then from the top it will look like a rectangle. If it was kota, then so it is cut in a larger rectangle or larger square. So that is the difference between kota and brick. Okay. We'll come to Akanksha. What is the meaning of ACP? Any idea from these?
A.
Correct. Aluminum cladding panel. Correct. Perfect.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Actually, is it a composite panel?
Hi. Yes, it can be also called aluminum composite panel, or it can be called cladding panel also. Because cladding means its original name is composite panel. What you are saying is right. But since it is used for the exterior purpose, it is called cladding panel. So both ways it is correct. Next, Chinmay. पहिले सिंडर म्हणजे काय हे आपल्याला माहिती पाहिजे. So cinders are basically igneous rocks, extrusive igneous rocks. So they can be, see, where they can be used. That is what they are asking. So you cannot, generally don't see a water tank which is made out of rock, or lawn which is made out of rock. Shelf generally no, not at least in today's era. So the only place where it can be used probably in this scope can be the flooring of bathroom, because it is having a say rough texture, and when you are using the bathroom, there is a lot of water which is going to be used. So there is a chance that your leg can skid. So to make it anti-skid, you can use that. Next question, Isha, you can answer. Minimum width of door would be.
Is it option C?
3 feet 4 inches is actually too big a size. So the minimum width for a toilet door we will consider, because toilet is the place where only single person is using at a time. So that is the smallest door which will be required. So to enter, so it will be 2 feet 6 inches, which is around 750 mm. So that you just keep in mind, 75 centimeter. So 3 feet 4 inches door you can probably use for entrance of some bedroom or say larger door. Next.
Sir, but it is not specified. So what are you supposed to do in the exam?
See, in the exam you have to consider the lowest. That means for the smallest possible door. So that's why we are considering it as 2 feet 6 inches. Next, Mir.
Maharashtra.
No. Anyone else knows?
Tamil Nadu.
Tamil Nadu. Perfect. Yes. So just record it. Just keep it in your record. Next question is for Ovi. Cement is what?
D.
Can you repeat?
Last option D.
Yes, actually, the aggregate is not so correct, because what will happen is aggregate will have stone-like pieces in it. So we'll just check what option they have given correct. Correct. So according to me, actually the same option should have been correct. Binder. Aggregate means it should be having hard particles. And generally, cement is a soft material. So binder is more correct, because you are using cement as a binding material in two main places. One is to make concrete, and second is to make cement mortar, and third is to make plaster. So cement is one of the chief ingredients of concrete and chief ingredients of mortar. And then you can add sand aggregate as per requirement. If you are making concrete, then it has to be cement sand aggregate. If it is mortar, it will be cement sand water. And plaster same. So it will be more of a binder than anything else. Next question, say Gol Gumbaz hai. Is a mausoleum of, spelling mistake hai na? Is a mausoleum of, any idea?
Option C.
Correct. Yes, Aditya is right. Next, Sanika. In the plan of a city map, master plan, yellow color indicates which one of the following?
D.
No. Uh, Yellow color will always indicate residential zone. So that keep in mind. So there is a development plan which is made for a particular city or a region. So, so if you check out the development plan of Pune city, if you go to the Pune Municipal Corporation website and check out the development plan, you will find that all areas where residential development is allowed or permitted will be marked with the yellow color. And there are other color codings for other types of you can say types or categories of buildings. Next question is for size.
I don't know.
Okay, anyone else?
All of them.
Correct, all of them. Perfect. Next, Saima, your turn. Identify the temple.
Option D.
No, they are saying option A. They will just go through this temple. Mukteshwara. Okay, it is in Bhubaneswar, in Orissa, Mukteshwar temple. So just remember with the actually this photo is not so great. So we will see some other photos. Yeah, I think this is the photo which they are trying to show. This one. So just remember that with this entrance gate, you can remember this temple. There very rare chance that they will ask you this because very few students will be knowing about this. Okay. Next question is for Vedika. The Pantheon is located in.
Greece.
Yes, so actually what they have answered, the Pantheon we are asking about.
It's in Rome, right?
Correct. Rome is the right answer. You are talking about Parthenon. So don't get confused between these two structures. Rome is the right answer. Next question. Next question is for Akanksha.
C.
Charles Korea. Correct. That is the right answer. Kanchenjunga apartment. So again the image of that. So that we will show you. So this building. So this is in Mumbai, and they have actually made such terraces where they can have adequate natural ventilation through the building. So that's why they have designed these terraces for that. So there has to be some concept between, say, behind these, say, these designs. Some thought which the architect must have put. Okay. Now, next question is for Chinmay. Just a minute. What is green architecture?
B.
Where maximum green plants are used. Are you sure? Anyone else wants to?
Sir, no, D not B, B.
B. Correct. B is right. Where building material used have least consumed energy. Perfect. So that is the answer. Next question is for Isha. Identify the answer.
Is it option C?
Cambridge University. Okay, we'll just confirm that because the images are so correct. Cambridge University is right. Perfect. Next, Mir. Cavity walls are best suited against.
Heat.
Right. Perfect. So what is a cavity wall? Cavity wall is two walls which are constructed next to each other with a gap in between. So what does that gap do? It will help to insulate the structure, the interior of the structure. So the heat which is directly getting in through the wall will be the impact of the heat will be reduced. Not exactly cut, but it will be reduced. And the inner structure will stay cooler. So this type of cavity walls are used in places like Rajasthan where there is excessive heat. Next question is for OB. Stonehenge.
Great Britain.
Yes. Next question is for SIG. Identify the tower. Ha tower we had revised the other day, if you remember. Ninad sir had showed you this tower. To recall.
Option C.
No. Rajabai tower is different. This is the Tower of Victory. B. The next question is for Sanika.
Sir, was it Tower of Fame?
Tower of,
Fame.
we will just check what you are saying. Tower of Fame you are saying. We will just compare those two images next to each other.
Sir, it looks like Kirti Stambh.
Correct. So Kirti Stambha is Tower of Fame. Correct. So what is the difference between these two structures? Tower of Victory. So this is Vijayastambha. So in Vijayastambha, you can see this type of a structure. It is a little confusing. And in Kirti Stambha, it looks like this. So the top portion, if you see, is a little different. Tower of Victory and Tower of Fame. So good observation, Maisha. It is different. So be careful while answering this. You can go wrong. Okay, next. Who built the Ellora caves?
Option D.
Okay, Shola. So we just confirm that once. Correct. It is the right answer. So in today's class, what we have covered is that the basic aptitude questions which can be asked in the exam, and we'll be sending you the these lucid papers basically. So that is the main task which you have. So tomorrow we will continue with this type of questions. Also, we will start looking at the questions which are related to say memory retention. That means some images will be shown to you, and you will be asked to identify all the things which you see in that in say limited time, say in the coming 30 seconds, and then you have to recall where which structure was there. So those type of questions also we will see. Okay, so we will meet tomorrow then. Till then, I am sending you the study material tomorrow morning, and that you start going through. Study material means these papers and some question banks, and solve the test also, which I have sent you today, and you will get the grade over there. You need not send me the grade because I get the record at my end. So whenever you attempt, I get the time when you attempted, when you started, when you ended, all the data I get. So you need not send the scores to me. And one more important thing is, if you are supposed to upload anything on the Google Classroom in the next whatever time we have, 40 days. So remember that don't directly upload. So there is a particular assignment which is given. So go inside that assignment, and there is a handing option. So there you have to upload it. So just remember it. So for all the students it is. Okay, so see you tomorrow then at 6:30. Okay, yeah. You can quit the meeting.
you, sir.